Hi, I'm Enchanting Nubian Net. Welcome back. And to those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. Today I'm going to focus on Uber drivers who exploit the cancellation loophole to earn extra money. And these are unfair fees on the behalf of customers. So, in so many cities across the United States, especially here in New York and even Los Angeles, some Uber drivers have been accused of intentionally waiting far from the passenger's pickup point. So instead of heading directly to the rider when you book the time, they remain idle or they even move in the opposite direction. So as the wait time increases, we, the frustrated customers, are often left with no choice but to cancel the trip. But when we do that, the driver collects a cancellation fee, and this amount usually ranges from about $5 to even $10. This tactic, everyone, relies on a loophole in Uber's cancellation policy. So after a certain window of time, usually about 2 to 5 minutes after booking, riders are charged a fee if they cancel, even if the driver has made no effort to arrive promptly. And for example, a few weeks ago, I went to Barbados. Um, we were at the airport, and I gave a specific location in the notes because I noticed the GPS stayed at another building which was across from us. The Uber driver, we were waiting and waiting, and then I said, "Let me call the Uber driver up." And he said, "Oh, um, they blocked me from going in this area." He didn't mention that in the notes. He did not try to tell me that he wasn't able to make it. And he kept saying, "Oh, you need to cancel. You need to cancel." So, everyone, some of the reactions that customers have complained of, for example, is seeing drivers parked or even circling in the wrong area. They even watch the drivers as they stall because they're accusing the riders of not being present. So sometimes people are able to see where they are. For example, in a TikTok video, the man saw what was happening. He went over to where the driver was located and told him he needs to cancel right now because he's not planning to pay. And again, there are some Uber drivers who say, "Oh, the customer was late." This happened to me about 2 months ago. I went to Connecticut and I was standing outside in the rain. I saw the Uber driver parked up the block. For some reason, he had the address wrong, but instead of him, um, he did, of course, make a U turn because I gave him a text saying that I could see his car because he did, I have the description. I was charged for a late fee when he was the one who was late picking me up. So let's continue with the information. So there are customers who are experiencing repeated issues. And like myself, in airports, some people who are at malls, stadium, this happens a lot. So here is Uber's response. Uber has stated that the cancellation fee disputes can be challenged on the app, and the company is actively working to detect and penalize fraudulent driver behavior. Repeated abuse by drivers can lead to deactivation of their account. So, for example, when this happened to me over a month ago in Connecticut, I was charged an extra fee, and I did mention this in the app. I was trying to, have it resolved, and then Uber mentioned, that I was charged for the waiting fee, and I kept trying to place in the notes, but I was not the one who was late. So I know I was charged. They said it was some new charge where I was charged $1, but it wasn't resolved on my behalf because I was still charged extra. And I know that it would have been a lesser charge if that Uber driver came on time at the right address. which was stated inside the app. So, some tips for us riders are: try not to cancel right away, use the in app chat or even a call feature to contact the driver, and document your attempt to locate them. So, this is definitely important. Utilize the app as much as possible for communication. Let them know, what you're wearing. If you're near any signs, type that information in the app, and also report any suspicious activity. So it says that Uber usually refunds cancellation fees quickly if you report unusual delays. Also, everyone take screenshots if you suspect the driver is deliberately stalling. So I'm so happy that I know about this. I know that times are hard economically. We have a lot of inflation. Prices have arisen in so many different areas, especially transportation. But there is no way in the world that someone should pay a cancellation fee when a driver is purposely just sitting in their car, relaxing while you're frustrated and waiting on the curb. So, everyone, please keep this in mind. And if possible, if one company is doing this, for example, if Uber is allegedly doing this, why don't you use a Lyft app or another app if possible? So, thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Have a great day and stay safe wherever you are.